Hello, Peter Vanskoy and David Stovall. This is Mark Grabowiecki from Team Code Pilots. My teammates are Alex Witkowski, Michael Mason, and Michael Danchuk. We had our presentation with you earlier today, but due to some bugs in our code and some last-minute upgrades that we were trying to implement before our presentation, things didn't really work out, and we didn't have too much to show you during our presentation in terms of how our website application functions in regards to the resources and users. So I'm just going to make a quick video right now to show you how it does function when our code is working properly. So we've got the website application opened here, and this is the home page, and I'm not logged in as a user or anything. So the only things that I can see are the most basic information, the information that just gives the user just details about the website and what the website is used for, pretty much. So these are all just very open pages here, and let's say I were to click on the View Resources tab. I am prompted to either log in or create an account, since this is like restricted content, I guess. So let's go ahead and create a new user. I'll call this user KBay, say Kevin Bacon, and I don't know why I put my email in there. We put in some required fields that might be of interest to, say, Mary or Terry when they're running the site, just like the first name, last name, email address, telephone number, the city that the user resides in, and this field here, requested role. This is the role that the new user is requesting, basically the type of user that they believe they're going to be. So let's say Kevin Bacon's going to be part of an agency. All of the user passwords in the database is Merrick123 with a capital M. I wrote that off to the side here. So if you're trying to log in later on the site, that's the information you're going to use. Okay, so we just registered an account as username KBay, and when a user creates a new user profile, they're able to log in, but they are automatically by default thrown into the quote-unquote awaiting approval role. So when you're in the awaiting approval role, your account hasn't been activated, so when you do click on the view resources, you're not prompted to log in anymore because you're logged in, but you can't see any of the resources here. So let's log in as a administrator, and we will approve of KBay's account. And I just kind of threw off to the side here some user roles and usernames, so admin, educator, and the declined roles, and usernames Hotshot, D Stovall, and Halloween. So let's log in as our administrator. So now here, as our administrator, while we're in our administrator account, the resources drop-down has an extra tab here that wasn't available for others to see, and it's the View Users tab. So now, when we click on that, we are given a table of all of the user accounts for this website. And here at the bottom, we have our most recent Kevin Bacon account with the role that he is requesting of agency, and by default the role that he was thrown into is awaiting approval. So let's go ahead and approve the role that he's looking for. Under the assigned roles drop down, there is a declined option. So let's say a user, just a random user, is trying to create an account with the site and get access to the resources, but Mary or Terry do not want to give them permission to do so because either they think the person's untrustworthy, or it's just they don't feel good about the situation. They could just decline the account and that person won't be able to view the resources. But in this case, let's go ahead and throw him into the agency role. So we'll save that. And now if we view our most recent update, Kevin Bacon wanted to be part of the agency role, and that's exactly where we put him, into the agency role. So now that he is in his approved role, actually, sorry, while we're in our administrator, I'm just going to show real quick. When we go to view our resources, as the administrator, you're able to edit, delete, or view details of our resources. So I'm just kind of showing that here. But let's log in to our Kevin Bacon account and see what has changed since our account has been approved. So we'll go to view resources now, and there we go. Here are all of our resources. And to download a resource, it's actually very simple. All you do is you just click on the hyperlink. So let's grab this one here, crystals. It's just a picture. I threw in some dummy data to show how our upload and download functionality works. So now that we've downloaded one, let's upload one. I'm just gonna throw up a picture, just for display purposes. I'll name it Polly, and I will also give it a tag of Polly. All of our filter options right now are it's very plain. When we were coming into our presentation earlier, right before we came in, we found out that our code wasn't working. So we tried rolling back our Team Foundation solution, and as we kept rolling back, we were realizing that the code just wasn't working. So we kept rolling back, and we got to a point where we pretty much lost all of this data. So right now we're just kind of stuck with the all option, but we do plan on having that fixed in the future. So let's go ahead and upload that Polly picture. When you do upload a resource, the upload page reloads for you, so that you can just go ahead and upload another resource if you'd like to. But in this case, let's just go and view the resource that we just uploaded. Okay, and here's that Polly that we just uploaded. Let's go ahead and download it again, just to show that our upload and download functionality works. So there we go. Okay, so now let's log in as our declined role, under the username Halloween. It's gonna be the same as when someone is in the awaiting approval role. Basically, you can log in, but what you can see is very limited. Okay, so we just logged in as Halloween in the declined role. When we go to view our resources, once again, it doesn't ask us to log in because we are logged in, but you cannot see any resources. So that pretty much brings me to the conclusion of my video. For our next prototype, we do plan on having a lot of the small issues fixed. When we brought our website from just plain HTML, CSS, jQuery into the MVC application, it did mess around a little bit with our styling, like some alignment, some of the font sizes, font weight, but we do plan to have that all polished up for the next prototype, as well as the some of the errors that we have with our resources and users database. But yeah, I would like to thank you for watching this video.